Like sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our Indy. This is Captain April, and these are the days of our Indy. Okay, we're going to circle back to some earlier issues that I think never really got addressed and still aren't being addressed. Okay, Indy. Well, it's some of the detransition that I'm dealing with here. One in particular is starting to finally begin to like herself again and get past the thing that started trying to transition in the first place, and starting to get comfortable back and just recently made the thing. I'm not, I'm never letting them put some man above myself again. It's like, okay, and the thing, you got to learn to love yourself before you can really love somebody else. And I think, that's what we're dealing with here, Indy. You definitely know how to stand up for yourself, defend yourself to an extent, but you still don't love yourself. That's why you're going through all this. You're putting yourself through all this crap, trying to make yourself something that you're not, because you still don't. In fact, wanting to Minecraft yourself whenever you go by a mirror. You're not learn. You haven't learned to love yourself yet, and like I said, you can't really love somebody else fully until you learn to love yourself. And this is not. I'm trying to get love advice here, but it is a big part of healing here. And they're not. Whatever your therapist is doing, they're not doing this, because a big part is not. Well, if you change this and chopped off this part, no, God, no. And the fact that, again, there's a lot of, it deep and down, this is not the way. That's why you're not going that route. One, I think it's also the fact that you came to this conclusion yourself, and that wasn't pushed on you by some of these therapists. They're just letting you go along with it. But I think despite what you said in the one video way back about you don't blame being a girl, part of you does. That's what I'm getting. Part of you does blame being a girl for the crap that has happened to you over the years. Somehow, look at it, back when you were a little kid, something happened that get ingrained in the back of your mind that being a girl is wrong and bad. And that led you to start chopping the tits off your Barbie dolls. So, the one really wasn't that traumatic. Was it something like, like walking down on your parents going at it? Possibly, conceiving your baby sister. I'm figuring you're probably that young if that's what happened. Or something along those lines. And either, you just got freaked out and ran, or they instinctively yelled at you, which they really shouldn't have, if that's the case. Either way, something got lodged in there saying, girl, bad. Don't want to be, because you see things flopping around. No. And I'm thinking it's probably along those lines, But again, feel free to contact me and correct me. The thing is, you said yourself, you're not entirely sure what happened, something, and you tried to brush it off as, well, not that traumatic. Well, yeah, to an adult mind, probably not, but to a toddler, everything is traumatic. And the trauma response is the same thing if you get scared by a puppy yapping or somebody sticks a gun in your face. Trauma is trauma. And the mechanisms are there until you go in there and you dismantle them, piece by piece. And you haven't done that. And unfortunately, the initial trauma was reinforced by all the crap that happened afterwards. In middle school and teenage years, until finally, screw it. They're going to do it. Just go into porn. Let them have it for, just make them pay for it, And again, you've made a pretty good life doing that. But not necessarily the healthiest choice in the world. So let's look at, where you are now here. You're in a better position to, set yourself up here. But you got, you got to learn to it's like go back to that little piece in there that's holding started this whole mess, and let that go. Tell that little girl, this is not your fault. You are not to blame. Being a girl is not to blame. It's a wonderful thing. It's a great thing. It's not a bad thing. You being a little girl is the best thing in the world. Like I said, you wouldn't be where you are right now if you weren't a girl. If you're a boy, like I said, you wouldn't have nearly as much money and you'd probably be working for your dad. Okay? You'd be doing okay. You're smart enough, but like you wouldn't, you sure as hell wouldn't be living in the place you're in right now. Yeah. With as much as we've got in the bank if you were a boy, you know. Not the same way, you know. So you gotta learn to. Like I said, we need to get you on the thing of learning to love yourself as yourself. You know? And this is where I say just toss the labels, okay? Because I think a large part of it, I think part of it is growing up in the left coast, you know, and the what's happened to the school system in the years, and the psychiatry, you know, therapy, you know, field being overrun by crazies themselves, trying to push agendas and just a big snowball of crap, and you're getting caught in the middle of it all. And it's like, that's why I said in some of them when we were still talking, I'm not interested in boy Indy, girl Indy, Irish setter Indy. I want an Indy, okay? You, as a person, as a human being, you know. And again, a part of it is also acknowledging simple biological reality. You're a girl, I'm a boy, you know. To get that's the girl boy. You're a grown ass adult woman, 28 years old. And you're still essentially living like the 18-year-old porn star, doing porn in the bedroom back home. Haven't had really reason to change, you know, because you're raking in the dough, so it's been well subsidized. But it's time to, you know. Again, I should be the last one in the world to be saying grow up. Look at my room here, okay? I got sonic screwdrivers right around the, you know. But certain aspects of life, it's time to get put some of the past traumas to bed, and it's like, okay, no, Indy, whatever happened back was not your fault, and it's not because you're a girl. Yeah. When you're a little bitty girl, had nothing to do with you. Okay, it was whoever, it's on whoever caused you to get scared shitless and think being a girl is bad. That's on them. It's not on you. You have grown up to be a beautiful, talented, credible young woman. Embrace that. It is something to be loved and cherished, okay? We all out here certainly have, but it doesn't matter what we think. It's one of what you think. And you've got to get around this thing. You got to get past that, that roadblock you got set up in there. And learn to love and appreciate yourself as yourself. And get off of this delusion. I'm a boy. No, you're not. You know you're not. And the fact you're not making any big changes to try and make yourself into a boy. Again, it's still your twisted idea of what a boy is. Because everything you've done, nothing about your saying says boy. Not even the haircut, really. Because, you think it's a boy haircut? I got two words for it. Vidal Sassoon. Look it up. They were marketing those same haircuts to hot women back in the 60s. Okay? So we've really done nothing to try and function as a man. Even your so-called boy content is not boy content. Okay? Because you're still breaking out the pussy and the tits. Okay? And that happens. There's no boy. The closest when you stick with a plastic dick and the thing is but you still don't pass. It's still obviously you're a girl playing with a plastic dick. And again, I'm not going to pretend to know how deep you are with your boyfriend. If it's got a future of it or whatever, but it's like, if you want it to be, go further, you can't until you learn to really accept yourself. Claiming to be a boy is not accepting yourself. It's not loving you. that's getting fixated on some imaginary version of you as a boy. But that's all it is. It's another delusion. It's dissociation. And you've been through this before. You come back from it, okay? And again, me and a bunch of others we're here willing to help you out with it. You call this all your support group. Well, we're here to support you when you finally come out of it. You know, the problem is the ones that are cheering this on are not friends, are not helping you. They do not have your best interest if they're cheering this on. Because they're cheering on delusional behavior. That is never good. Even if you don't end up doing anything major physical, but it's still not good. It's lost time, if nothing else. It's time wasted playing dress up as a boy, you know, or some version of a boy. So, Indy, come on. Take a step, and I'm glad one of the bit is you're uploading your videos on your own site, getting control over your own material. In fact, you're putting up all this stuff for free also means, like, kind of undercuts an idea of selling this stuff behind your back, because it's there for free on your own site. And as far as the whole thing, so-and-so is selling this, I'm really not concerned much about the sideshow. It makes things fun and interesting, frankly. Keeps them getting too boring. But again, my main concern really is you. It has always been you. Keeping you safe and letting you find your actual real happy self here. And a few years ago, you were pretty much there. Something happened that derailed you and sent you off on this little tangent. And yeah, I think part is you just figured it out for yourself. No, you didn't. I think you're looking for a shortcut to get past some issues, but you didn't figure anything out. You just picked another, picked another dissociation to say, well, maybe if I wasn't really a girl, this wouldn't be a problem. No, you didn't change a damn thing. You're still in the same mess, You're still in the same, dissociative state of mind, but you're still doing girl behavior. Nothing about you is remotely passing as a boy. The fact that you're still wanting a boyfriend, and what I've heard, he cares about you. He's apparently planning marriage here. He's thinking, long term here. And I'm thinking, for that sake alone, if you really want this to work, I said, you got to accept yourself, okay, as all yourself, and not, every time you look in the mirror, want to chop something off or do something else rude to you. No, you got to look at yourself in the mirror and look, hey, that's me. That's fine. That's what it should be. You should look in the mirror and say, God damn it, that's good. I came out okay. This is me. Take it or leave it. And again, if your therapist is not doing that, not trying to get you to that point in that state of mind, then they're failing you miserably. Fire them all. I don't care how long they've been seeing you. If they're not trying to get you to accept yourself as yourself and love yourself in yourself, they're failed miserably. They're a disgrace to the industry. So, like I said, I'm glad to see you're taking control of your content. You should have been doing this all along, frankly. Just, screw Pornhub, chat, anything, or multicam, whatever the hell, every other service. Host your own stuff, okay? Draw them all in house, control it, control the feed and whatever And again, the whole thing in the interest of internal security, do it yourself. Don't trust anybody else, and just any of these so-called friends. Because again, they don't have your best interest in heart. And just the fact that that Spank Bank drove it at the 30. That was fucking nuts. That was sadism. You could have been seriously hurting that. And they didn't occur to them. They're joking about, I bet, how many bets of this if she breaks the skin? You assholes! The fact you even mentioned that. They are not. No one said that could be considered a friend. It's a psychopath. should be ashamed to even be breathing the same air as you. All right. But, Indy, seriously, you gotta. If you're ever going to, if you're ever gonna really get something that's gonna last between you and someone else, you gotta learn to accept yourself. And this is not accepting yourself. You're trying to push this thing. No, it doesn't work that way. You got to be able to look, go in the bathroom, stark naked, look in the mirror, and say, "Yeah, that's good. That's me." Not one to do major bodily harm to yourself or whoever. No, that's it. There are things to improve. Yeah, I should maybe work out a little more, but tone up the abs a bit. I know I still scare myself walking in the mirror and crap. So like I said, we've all got a little bit of body dysmorphia to a certain extent. I'm still surprised myself. And who is that fat shit? Oh, fuck. But you're not going to see me wanting to start lobbing things off, okay? Unless it's actually an improvement to what I got here. If there's some way to suck the thing out and make it, but I also accept it. Well, that's me, okay? This is the carcass I got because of the life I've lived and the mileage I put on it, okay? And if I can, tighten things up and improve it, great, I will. But I'm not going to, start denying myself because of it. In the same way, you are what you are. Okay. Learn to love that. It's done very well by you over the years. Okay. I mean, one of the things that a little on there watching your older videos is just how damn skinny you were, and I think it's probably when you're still either in the anorexic thing or coming off of it. Good, 98. That is too skinny. You look like you appear to be at a pretty good weight now. You look healthy. You look well fed. Okay. So there is nothing wrong with you physically right now. Okay, that I can at least externally. Yeah, I'm not going to go into the allergies and other stuff, but overall, yeah, damn. Most women around would kill to have your body and look like you. Okay. So you need to accept who and what you are, really. Okay. Learn to love yourself. Really love yourself. Okay. Will you wake up in the morning and say, "Yeah, okay, I'm good." Not wanting to change what you cannot change, become something you're not. Like just I am what I am, and that is fine. This will work. This will do. And then you'll start, now you can start changing the world at that point. So that should do it for now, I think. We will talk at you later.